sing this song.
I don't even know why I try anymore. Even know I don't even know why I try anymore. Even anymore. pass me by. Tell me when the days are less gray. Tell me where is the road to less pain. How many days before I decay? It's getting so hard to get by. Where are all my trophies in life? And he hated the way he was dying, but the moment he turned on the light, he became what he dreamt of at night when he was young and hungry for life. Set to sail to a place I can't say. Live a life worthy of chase. The time is today. New blood in my veins. I won't be the joker in life, playing the part I don't like. And he hated the way he was dying, but the moment he turned on the light, he became what he dreamt of at night when he was young and hungry for life. And he hated the way he was dying, but the moment he turned on the light, he became what he dreamt of at night when he was young and hungry for life. Yeah. And he hated the way he was dying, but the moment he turned on the light, he became what he dreamt of at night when he was young and hungry for life. 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 Young and hungry for life.
Tony Khan. I know you're probably sitting in the chair producing what is another waste of Collision that nobody cares for, that nobody is going to watch on Saturday. Tony, I have one very important question. It's the most important question that I think anybody's going to ask you all year. Not even Sean Sapp can ask you a more important question. Tony, why is this show so incredibly, undoubtedly, beyond a shadow of a doubt, boring? Why? Why is it so boring? I need a drink. We're going to the beer garden. I have zero energy for this shit tonight. All I want to know is on this Wednesday night, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. This isn't about errors. It also isn't about excuses. WWE has failed creatively. AEW has failed fundamentally. So why did Triple H lose the plot? Why did Tony Khan abandon everything that made AEW special? Because nobody is committed to the one thing that actually matters: long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for your August 12th, 2026. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on this Wednesday evening, wherever you may be, joined by the one and only, the resident Chi-Town Smart Jesse himself. What's going on, bro?
What is going on, brother? How you feel, man?
I don't know, man. I genuinely, I don't know how to describe how I feel right now.
Really?
Like I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm tired. Like I'm just very apathetic. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you.
You know?
You gotta smile more. You know?
Like
why so serious?
Like the Joker. Let's put a smile on that face.
A smile.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know,
man.
I gotta ask you, man. You watched HOG on Friday. What'd you think of the show?
It was a really good show. It was solid.
There you go.
I had some questions.
All right, why don't you shoot me some questions? I'd rather talk about that than it's fucking Dynamite tonight.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Where do I begin? Let's start with your new world champion.
Sweet cheeks, Joey Silva. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, took the crown off of
Yeah.
Mr. Charles Mason.
Yeah.
And put it on. I wrote his name down here.
The king of Candy Mountain.
Sweet Cheeks.
Yes. Yes, he loves his candy, bro. He's the king of sweets.
I think Charles Mason's better.
Well, that is a very subjective thing.
I feel I have the HOG world behind me. I could be wrong.
Joey Silver worked his ass off.
That's good. I'm not privy to his past. I'm very unaware of him until that night.
Hard work needs to be rewarded, bro. That's the way that I feel about it. You know, Mason is not going to go quietly. That's all I know.
I'm sure his cheeks have worked extra hard to get where he is.
Yes, they have. He's been there for quite a while. He's been there for almost 10 years. He's been there longer than me, but okay. Yeah, he's been there quite a while. Yeah. So is Mason. Mason's fucking great. I don't know how Mason isn't signed to a major promotion by now.
That is the most criminal thing I've seen in quite some time. Speaking of, I saw this the second I saw Zilla drop that title, I knew he was gone.
He debuted on NXT last night. You saw that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man.
I may have to start watching NXT now.
It's great stuff, man. I think big things are ahead. Sucks he didn't make it straight to the main roster, but hey, if you need seasoning, you need some seasoning.
He's young. What was he? 20, 25, 26 years old? He's only been in this for 3.5 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's
Shawn Michaels will whip him right into shape.
good. It's good. Big things are in front of him, man. I'm so happy for him, man. I met him, talked to him. Very, very nice.
No, he's incredibly nice. Incredibly nice. He's you see some geeks online. Well, he's a nepo baby, and the family, the bloodline, all this other nonsense. He's had nothing but respect for everybody in House of Glory. Everybody.
He seems like a very, very young, eager to learn talent. You know what I've learned about the internet? It seems that people complain all the time on the internet, and very rarely do people say nice things.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that everybody should always be nice, but I don't think the ratio should be 90-10. All right. Yeah. So, and in that regard, I think big things are in front of Zilla, man. I'm very happy for him. Legit. I thought the show went a little long, but that was just me.
It did go long. That's the first thing I told Brian.
Yeah, it went long.
When Brian came up to us after the show, what'd you think? I'm like, it's too long. It went 4 hours and 13 minutes. It's too long, bro. We got to cut that shit back to about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it went a little long. Something has to be done about the audio quality.
Yes, it's being worked on.
Okay, I mean it's just too much crowd noise.
Too much crowd noise.
Too much crowd.
I thought we were fucking like when we got into it and started like raising our voice. I thought we were way too loud.
No. You guys were overwhelmed. You guys were over. It felt like there was a mic right in front of the crowd, and you guys were trying to talk behind that very same mic. You guys were not in front of the audio. The crowd noise was
interesting.
Yeah, it was a little over there. Like someone just probably could have adjusted levels and probably maybe have fixed that. I'm not sure, what the ins and outs of the technical details of it, but we just needed more commentary and less background, and it would have been fine. I mean, I'm not looking for perfect pitch and treble and bass. It's just the levels were ill proportioned. That was all.
All right, that's good to know. That's good to know. The crowd was louder than us, and we were behind the crowd, is what you're saying.
You were behind the crowd for sure. For sure. My chat was saying the same thing.
All right. We knew it there. I mean, we knew it in the moment. There's nothing we could do about it in the moment because the production is the production.
That's why I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if there was something you guys could have done on your end. But other than that, though, man, everybody worked their asses off, man. It was a fantastic show.
Yeah, Jason and I prepared for the show just as hard as we did we do every time there's a show, but this kind of felt like Vegas, prepping for Vegas, for that big Vegas show. Coincidentally, AEW Tonight for Dynamite was in the same place that we did the Vegas show for House of Glory WrestleMania weekend, and we were a lot louder than Dynamite was tonight, I must add. All that feedback is definitely being compiled for whoever, you know.
Good, man. Everything else, I mean, even like the video and the lighting was solid. You know,
how did the video packages come across when you were watching it on YouTube? Was it like AEW where it's like you hear it in the arena, or is it like actual you're hearing the video package and you can hear everything that's going on?
Yeah, it was also kind of hard to hear. The voice
I figured. All right,
in the video package.
Yeah, that's in my list of things to talk to them about for sure.
Yeah, just number one overall, just audio, audio qualities. If we're looking at a production standpoint, audio qualities. We're looking at a creative standpoint, a little bit less, and a little bit less of 4 hours plus is a little too much.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I thought it was booked well. I like the send off for Zilla. You know, you could tell he was on the way out.
Yeah.
The funny part was with Red. When we were talking about who's going to win this match, I literally said, like right before you and Jason did, I said, Red has to win this. The Red has lost every damn match I've seen him in, and I don't know how long, man. And then y'all came right behind and said, like, Red has lost like pretty much every match in 2026. Like,
he was 0-7 walking into that match. It's like we telegraphed it for you, bro. You know?
Yeah, he has to stop putting guys over. He's got to go back to being the amazing Red for a little bit, man.
Well, he'll be in Los Angeles, as will Jason and I, in a couple of weeks. We'll be there, so I think we'll be streaming it on YouTube. So you do another watch along, and then you be our like liaison. You tell us what the fuck is going on, you know? Absolutely, man. It was. I thought Red was retiring. Bro, Red is 44 years old. He wrestles like he's 24, and he's aging like a fine bottle of red wine.
I see when he was losing these matches, I was like, oh, he's coming back for a one-off because he retired. Nothing new in wrestling, you know? And then it was another one-off and another one-off. I'm like, okay, he's not retired anymore.
No, he wrestles once every month. And he trains at the school in Orlando.
Oh, he's just back at it, man. They just can't stay away, man. They love this business.
No. Well, yeah, I hope he stays around for as long as he can.
I enjoy Hog, man. I enjoy House of Glory. I like indie wrestling, and I always support indie wrestling, and that will not change. And as far as indie wrestling go, House of Glory is one of the best I've ever seen. The things I suggest changing are just minor things. I'm not trying to suggest things to make you big leagues, like the major promotions. Just little things to help the show flow better for the fans that do watch at home. I enjoy what they do there, man. I really do.
As do I. Very very lucky, very fortunate that I am with them and have been with them as long as I have. And I love everybody there. It's a very special place. Very, very special place. We'll be in Chicago the 25th. That's all out weekend. So you know where you'll be. And then after the show, our typical 2 old fashions at the end of the show. So I'll keep you updated on that.
Let's get it. The staff there, man. Brian's always been good to me, man. Yep. Hog is a very, very, very good organization.
Yeah, it's tough to find passionate leadership. Brian is definitely in that camp for sure. He loves what he does. Loves what he does. As does everybody in House of Glory. So I can't wait for LA. Can't wait for Chicago. I think that'll be the last 2 shows for now on the road. We're back on Long Island in November, I believe. And what we're doing in November and December, I don't know yet. But I would love to go to Orlando. I know they were talking about doing a show in Orlando. I'd love to go to Orlando.
I had quite a few people asking when when Hog was coming to, insert their town here. Yep. Yeah, like I don't know, man. They're getting around a little bit more here and there. They'll get there eventually. There's a couple of places being discussed. I can't really say anything right now because everything's so up in the air. But Orlando's definitely one of them being discussed because the school is down there. That just goes hand in hand. Right. I know they want to run Houston, and that's as far as I can really say. I mean, I don't want to divulge too much information, but they got a lot of places that they want to go. So if you guys are looking for some House of Glory live across the country, we're going to try our best to basically deliver that to you in the best way that we can. Yeah. Let's get into the super chats and let's get out of here, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I know, really. All right, man. This show was not good tonight. I don't know. I'm sure I'll get going once I get going. I have literally zero desire to talk about anything that happened on tonight's show. There's just nothing that makes you feel. There's nothing that's moving me right now. Even the main event is not moving me, bro. Ospreay and Omega, whatever they did tonight, very, very mundane and paint-by-number stuff tonight. They didn't do anything that added another layer of excitement to what they were doing. You know, MJF is always a talking point on this show because we both love him. He's fucking great. And to see him withered down into a fucking makeshift battle royal at the biggest show of the year, and he's legitimately the only one, honestly, now that he's back now 2 weeks, still, he's the only one that I get any sense of fucking excitement from, or any sense of story, or any sense of direction. The fact that you got him meddling in a fucking gauntlet match going into the biggest show of the year, a mid-card gauntlet match that I'm sure Tony Khan is going to fucking riddle with surprises. I mean, it's laughable. It's pathetic. For your bread and butter, your top guy, your ace in the hole, MJF. It's just ridiculous. And then we have matches across the show that don't mean anything. The Continental Classic Cup, whatever the fuck they're calling it. You know, I don't know how anybody expects this show to drive any excitement when you're getting a main event of Jack Perry and Jon Moxley and a Jack Perry match getting a 20-minute overrun. Like, I don't understand how we're supposed to be excited about a tournament that he once again booked to be very predictable, with Jon Moxley more than likely going to the finals against Jay White, because that's what the ongoing storyline is. And they just throw random bodies in there for those two top guys to beat. And that's what Tony Khan calls a tournament. The women, they've gone ice cold. They filmed something on Instagram, I believe, with Mercedes attacking Willow, and then they showed the full-fledged video tonight. And then that's all they did. No Willow on the show tonight, no Mercedes on the show, so it's like a wasted week where your A show doesn't even feature your top women's program. Statlander and Sheeta still going at it. The TBS title shit is ice cold. Nobody gives a shit about that. I mean, bro, we're 18 days away from All In, and this is the fucking show they gave us. It's like last week was nothing but pro wrestling for 3 hours with zero backstage segments. And then this week was more of, all right, we'll give you somewhat of a show, but still, I feel like they wasted another week going into All In.
This definitely should have been a week to kick at least your main event into high gear. You know, I mean, what are we doing? Are you waiting to the go home show to try to get people vested? I mean, this is a good time to get people talking now, you know, and then maybe pull back a little bit the week before the go home show, and then, you know, mash it down on the go home show. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt of, okay, we're just now entering the All In build. It's going to pick up soon. It started to pick up a little bit. There's a little animosity there, a little distrust there. Okay. I don't feel like they really did anything to build off of what they've already established as far as the relationship between Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. They just let it ride for another week. You know, we have the very same tension that was there. There's been no new developments. They have this weird trust, distrust type deal going on. I mean, it's basically the same thing as two best friends having a title match. There's no real animosity there. There's no real heat there. So let me rephrase that. There's no real heat going into this match. And it feels like they're really living off the laurels of it's going to be a match with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega.
It's like the backwards Punk and Cody going into SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not enough. That's not enough. You can't tell us the main event is Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, and then we say, okay, that sounds pretty good. You know, what's the build like? You know, what's the story going in? It's Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. No, don't do that. You know, that works sometimes. That works when it was Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega for the first time ever on Dynamite. Didn't need a story. It opened the show. It was electric. It was hype. It was great. Fantastic stuff. This is the main event for your biggest show of the year. We need more than just these are the guys that are going to fight and they were friends and now they're kind of upset with each other. That's basically the story. Am I missing anything? They were friends, but now they're kind of upset at each other and now they want to have a fight. That's the story.
Ospreay was in the Death Riders. He doesn't want to be in the Death Riders anymore because Moxley tried to coerce Will Ospreay into suffocating Kenny Omega. He thinks better of it and rips the bag up. He leaves the Death Riders. Omega sees the ripped bag. He thinks Ospreay concocted the entire plan. He thought Ospreay was going to choke him out, and then he delivers a one-winged angel.
Yeah, man. Come on, y'all.
And now he goes into Mexico. We see no Kenny Omega on that show last week at Grand Slam Mexico. We got Will Ospreay wrestling Mark Davis in a match that did absolutely nothing to forward any story between Ospreay and Omega. And then we got tonight Kenny Omega basically telling Will Ospreay after he was beaten down by the Don Callis family, was Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega comes out to save him, and he says, I'm not going to help you like this anymore. You're on your own going into All In.
Okay.
Okay. He was on his own going into All In after he left the Death Riders. What did tonight's promo do to get anybody more excited about the world title match between Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay at All In?
It did nothing.
What did they even accomplish tonight? Was there a meaning behind what was stated on television tonight?
No. No.
You're a smart guy. What did Kenny Omega say that really got people thinking about next week? You know,
there's been nothing, man. Look, they need to kick this into high gear. And unfortunately, we're running out of time to do something of major interest that makes the most sense to me. You need something to try to really intensify the heat that makes sense. You can't just have them come out extra angry at each other next week. You're going to have to get personal. This is going to have to get personal and fast. And I don't like having to do this, but we don't have much time left and it's not personal enough. We need to somehow, some way have Kenny Omega accidentally bump into Will Ospreay's wife and severely injure her and trigger that I'm going to kill you, bruv, animosity in Kenny Omega. There's not enough heat.
I don't think that's even necessary, bro. That's just forcing something that just isn't there.
It 100% is. Because there is nothing there, and we have 2 weeks to go.
Which is their problem, and which is why we have stated for weeks now that they made a mistake putting this match together for the main event. And none of this would be an issue if you had a genuine heel and a genuine babyface, MJF and Will Ospreay, in the main event. We would not be here just exclaiming to everybody that there's nothing here. There's nothing here because they're two baby faces. There's nothing here because you're going with the main event of All In as great graps. Meanwhile, you would have got great graps and a great story and a fucking pro wrestling angle that gives you a heel and a baby face for the biggest show of the year. You would have checked off all those boxes. As far as I'm concerned, going into All In with Ospreay and Omega going into Wembley Stadium, you're only checking off one of 3 boxes, which is going to be a good wrestling match. You're missing everything else that makes a great wrestling match. I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know. If I'm interjecting myself into booking this feud going forward, I'm absolutely going to involve Alex Windsor in here because it can trigger a second level of absolute anger from Will Ospreay. And I would utilize that, and it would be justified. It would make sense. It would be a reason to go from, hey, bro, we're going to fight, to I'm going to fucking kill you at All In. And that's what we need. We need someone to say, I'm going to fucking kill you at All In. And this is why. I think you did this shit to my wife on purpose. I don't think it was a fucking accident, Kenny. I think you did it on purpose. And I'm going to fucking kill you at All In.
I don't think Ospreay wants that, bro. I think Ospreay wants exactly what you're getting on TV. This is what he wants.
Boring. It's fucking boring.
And I'll tell you this. This is something that they're not thinking of and something that the sickos aren't thinking of. If this is this mundane now, can you imagine when Ospreay becomes the champion? How do you think it's going to be after All In? You think magically there's going to be some fucking great storyline going into post All In? This is when you should be riding the hot hand.
Yeah.
And look at how fucking boring it is now. What do you think is going to happen after All In? Jesus Christ, man. I know you want to talk about MJF. That's the biggest thing that happened on the show because literally nothing else happened as far as a story is concerned on this show. MJF, he was put in a match with Nick Wayne, and he was in there with Speedball. Almost forgot who was in the fucking match. That's how little I care about everybody else in the match. Nick Wayne and Speedball, MJF. This was for the number 2 spot in the Gauntlet match. Andrade had qualified for number 1 last week in Mexico City. So, what'd you think of
Mama Wayne?
We didn't get Mama Wayne, no.
Oh, what
no Mama Wayne.
Serious.
I don't know what good is Nick Wayne without Mama Wayne. You know, it completes the package.
I agree.
MJF advanced, obviously, Jesse. No surprise there. He is now number 2 in the Gauntlet match. He is still parading around with the Triple B, and he is claiming that he is still the real world champion.
We've done this.
And he's going to win the Gauntlet match, win the title back, and become the undisputed AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Your thoughts on MJF qualifying as number 2 alongside Andrade in the Casino Gauntlet match at Wembley Stadium?
Why are you putting yourself in a tournament to win a title back that you claim that you already hold? You should be boycotting this entire tournament because you are the real champion in your eyes. So it already makes no sense. You're fighting to get yourself in a tournament to win a title you claim you never lost. Are you delusional or are you not delusional? Because if you're delusional, you're saying you're the champion and there's no need for this tournament. If you're not delusional, you're trying to win the tournament. Which one is it?
I don't know.
They've already done this shit with the real world champion. It didn't work out well for the last guy that tried it. So they're going to try it again. It hasn't been long enough. And we remember how it went last time. How about we just do something different this time? This is literally an absolute rehash. We want to give WWE shit about rehashing bloodline shit. These guys are over here literally rehashing the real world champion storyline.
I don't know who is creatively behind this. Again, I don't know how anything operates back there. If MJF is booking his own shit, if Tony is fucking booking this shit, if he's got his fucking minions booking this shit, I don't know. All I know is, and this is as plain as day, this shit sucks. This is not emotionally moving me in any way. This is not captivating television. I don't care. I don't care about the real world's champion. I don't. This angle has been done to death in the annals of pro wrestling history. We just got done with Sami Zayn losing to CM Punk in Chicago after his Saudi Arabia championship win at Night of Champions. And he lost after 9 days, claiming that he was screwed and he's robbed, and he's the real world's champion. Now we got MJF doing the same exact thing. And AEW, the last time they did this, it actually involved CM Punk as he brought out the old AEW championship on Collision, and he spray painted a big fucking X on it. Because MJF was holding the championship, and CM Punk came back from a terrible injury in which he had to vacate the championship. He never really lost the championship. Max is better than that. Max is so much better than that. And the fact that you got him in this fucking gauntlet match is fucking pathetic. Shit is garbage. I don't know how else to say it. Everybody's fucking jumping for joy over Ospreay and Kenny Omega. All I see is fucking the biggest match that you had with the biggest story and the most emotion going into it wiped away to put this fucking guy in a gauntlet match with Andrade. I don't understand why MJF and Andrade couldn't take place in Mexico at Grand Slam. Did nobody think of that idea? You got both of these guys operating at the top of their fucking game, and you got them in a fucking gauntlet match where you're going to have Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly and fucking Mark Briscoe in there. All mid-carders. How do you want me to believe in these guys being top-level superstars when you got them fucking swimming around with mid-card acts? I'm sorry, bro. MJF is so much better than this shit. And whether he's booking it or not, I'd say the same thing to him as I say to Tony Khan every week. This shit's fucking garbage.
Yeah. I don't know whose idea this was, but it was not a good idea. It was not.
I understand that Ospreay probably wanted his moment the way that he wanted it in front of his people with the guy he wanted it with. But to take the belt off of MJF twice in the same year, especially going into the biggest show of the year, I don't know how anybody in that company, including the guy who signs the checks, looks at that as a good move. Because of your decision to do that, now the rest of the show suffers. Because the one thing that we were looking forward to in Max and Ospreay was story. We're not getting it anywhere else across the show. We're just getting random matches made. And like Jesse said about 5 minutes ago, they're doing everything to put matches together and give you no direction or no build to anything. They're just randomly making matches. They're making matches based off what we've seen from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And they do literally, Jesse, the bare minimum to continue the build to make these matches feel bigger and better and more story-focused and more story-driven and more emotional. They don't do any of that. Yeah, we'll just put Fletcher, Okada, and Takeshita in a match. Meanwhile, they do nothing to actually build. Now we'll put Kevin Knight and Darby Allin in a false count anywhere match for the TNT Championship. When was the last time that Kevin Knight and Darby Allin had anything to do with each other in a meaningful way? The turn at Double or Nothing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I mean, if you're not asking questions about these shows, what are you doing? What is Tony doing?
I don't know, man. This was again, I see what everybody's saying, and we get it. And we get whose idea it might be. We get it. That doesn't change the fact that it was a bad idea. I don't care who booked it. This was a bad idea. I don't know for absolute certainty who booked it. What I do know with absolute certainty was this was a bad idea.
Think of it this way. If Max came up with the idea because he wanted to do it for whatever fucking odd reason, it sucks. If Tony wanted to do it, it sucks. If Max was forced to drop the title to Kenny because Will wanted the championship match to be with Omega, and he went along with it, and then this was his backup plan, it sucks. There's no situation that you could creatively come up with and make it look good or make it feel good. It all sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's like playing Jenga. And you pull the one piece that's going to fucking tumble the whole thing down to the ground. MJF was that one fucking piece, and the rest of the goddamn fucking structure falls down. Now you got to prop it back up again and build it back up again to start all over.
Like, oh, it was MJF's idea to pull that piece. I don't care whose idea it was to pull that piece.
Still fucking sucks.
It's a bad idea.
Continental Cup. We got these nothing matches that happened on tonight's show. We got one with Jay White and David Finlay, and then a main event with John Moxley and Jack Perry that went a 20-minute overrun. Jesse, are you moved emotionally by this Continental Classic Cup, the C3?
I am not, man. And look, Moxley and Perry had a decent match. They did. They put a little oomph into it. It was a decent match, but the match did not get me any more invested in this tournament. Not a single bit. I'm sorry, it did not. No.
I would love for a sicko to reveal themselves and try to explain to me how this Continental Cup is actually making the television shows better. This is the best that Tony's got going into All In. This is dominating the program. Two of the matches tonight were Continental Cup matches. In a predictable tournament. We got a predictable tournament on Dynamite and Collision. We got a predictable tournament on Raw to find out which Lucha is going to battle Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship in Mexico City. Everything's predictable. In 2026, pro wrestling is predictable. I don't understand why we're running with a Continental Cup when we got the Continental Classic. Jesse and I talked about this last week. I don't really understand that. There's no point to it. What's the point of doing two Continental tournaments that net you the same thing? One gives you a trophy and a belt. The other gives you a fucking belt.
I'll meet them halfway. I can appreciate them trying to make the TV matches mean something, as opposed to just having the matches. They created this cup and then it's like it's for something. I can appreciate, okay, these matches now have some form of meaning behind them.
Sure.
That is a good thing. That is a good thing.
Sure. That's understandable.
You know, but you have to make sure that we are invested in the thing that you are labeling as, you know, the good thing. You know, this kind of just spawned out of the blue for no real apparent reason. And the meaning behind it is not really, at least I don't completely understand why it's happening or its existence. So it's kind of harder to get completely invested in it, if that makes any sense. I understand why the Owen started. I understand its presence. I understand what it means. And I understand the importance of it. So when the Owen happens, I'm all about it. You know, I want to see what the tournament looks like. I want to see what the brackets look like. I want to see who wins. I want to, hey, this person should win the Owen. You know what I'm saying? The Royal Rumble. I understand why it's here. I understand the purpose of it. The winner we're all invested in. You know what I'm saying? It's something that means something. And the Owen has done that. I can appreciate that, you know, but I'm not invested into this cup at all. Not a single bit.
Well, if he wants us to become invested in this Continental Classic Cup, why don't you give me some guys that we actually give a fuck about and put them in the Continental Classic Cup? Who wants to watch Brian Cage versus Hechicero? Who wants to watch Nigel McGuinness versus Katsuyori Shibata? Or Eddie Kingston versus Jake Doyle? Like, who asked for that? Like, I don't understand that. And the only reason why I put this tournament together is for one reason and one reason only. It's because he's so fucking lazy. He doesn't want to be bothered. Maybe he doesn't know how to, but I don't think he knows how to, or he doesn't want to be bothered to put together actual storylines that dominate his television show. And he would rather just this meaningless tournament take place so it doesn't take up his time to write stories. This is his story. This is what he finds to be captivating television.
Yeah, a tournament should not be your out to doing story. A tournament should actually make your job harder because the tournament is supposed to produce stories from it. So instead of just writing a story on TV, you're gonna give me a tournament. Okay, this tournament, because there's only gonna be one winner, but all these matches need to have some kind of purpose. And I don't mean like a TV purpose. I mean a purpose. And okay, we're gonna tell this story in the tournament, and they can branch off into another storyline within itself. The tournament is supposed to help you tell more stories, not less. So
you know, if you wanted Jay White and John Moxley in the finals of this thing going into All In, and you wanted that to be your All In match, why didn't you just give me some actual writing and some story and some fucking good promo work between John Moxley and Jay White, who can obviously carry a fucking segment going face to face promo wise? Who wants to watch him versus David Finlay? Nobody.
No.
I don't get it. There's a lot to not like about this show tonight, chat. We're going to try our best to breeze through this. There was just not a lot. We got the women in action tonight. Nothing. We got a TNT title match with Kevin Knight and Chris Jericho for whatever fucking reason. Nothing. With a ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous ending that Jericho should be fucking ashamed of. I mean, it makes him look like a blithering idiot. We'll talk about that. Continental Cup, MJF. Ospreay and Kenny Omega will go over the exact dialogue. This is your Dynamite review for your August 12th, 2026. What do you got going on in the land of Chi-Town Smart, Jesse? Anything?
Not much right now, man. We're still in our holding pattern. I'm waiting for some pieces to come in for my new move, to my new office.
Oh, there you go.
And, well, we were just talking about earlier. We got some Patreon content coming up. So, join my Patreon. I got some stuff coming up with this guy. I got some other stuff happening with a couple other friends. So, join my Patreon. And, yeah, that's about it right now, man.
There you go. What happened?
The football season is about to start. So all interested in the OTS Fantasy Football League need to reach out to me. If you did last year's, great. Nobody's spot is guaranteed from last year except the winner. If you won last year, your spot is guaranteed. Outside of that, We may be taking on new people so that everyone else has a chance to play. And if we don't fill up then we'll start going back to the ones who also played last year.
There you go. I was going to say, I'm also on Patreon. We uploaded another match review series. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, NXT TakeOver New Orleans is what we sat down and enjoyed together. So if you guys want to go check out the Patreon, that is up there along with some classic SummerSlam matches that we watched leading up to SummerSlam this year. I have the lost episodes of Off the Script dating back to episode 2 and episode 3. Both of those episodes are up on the Patreon right now in their highest quality possible. So make sure you guys go and check that stuff out. If you guys want to support the Patreon, patreon.com/JD206. So we are rocking and rolling over there, monthly Q&As, and I'm constantly brainstorming on how to get more talent, more talent. I'm the only talent. More content over there. It's a one-man show. So thank you guys very much for all the support. And if you guys want to sign up, there is a free option. If you guys want to browse around and make a decision, you can certainly do that. And then there's 3 tiers. So go and check it out if you so desire. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. The Instagram and TikTok is on fire. You guys are fucking killing it, man. My Danhausen clip is at 1.3 million views. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nice. We're still getting fucking traction off that Danhausen SummerSlam clip. So go and check that out on Cameo. So I am everywhere where there is a social media. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Hit that thumbs up. Super chats are open. It's the best way to support the show. We'll hang out at the end. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the super chats. Always happy to hear from you guys. And leave a comment. Everything there helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. That's all I got. That's all I got. There you go. All right, man, let's start at the top here, and we start with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay starts us off here. Obviously, he will be in the main event with Kenny Omega. That's all in Wembley. So he said last year when Dynamite went to Arena Mexico, he found out from his mom that his grandfather died. He said his grandfather was his hero, and he was sad he'd never see him wrestle again, and most of all, he'd miss his wedding. Ospreay said Omega didn't appear at Arena Mexico last week, but he was in the arena tonight. He asked him to join him in the ring unless Michael Nakazawa was too busy trimming your tiny Canadian testicles. This got zero reaction. I repeat, this got zero reaction in Las Vegas. Don Callis, he comes on out instead. He says they were in the birthplace of AEW, but neither of them were on the first AEW show. He took credit for bringing him to AEW. He talked about leading Omega to the AEW World title. When the days were good. Remember those days, Jesse?
Oh, yeah.
The belt collector, Kenny Omega?
Those are the good old days.
But he said now he thinks he can do it on his own. He said he did more damage to Omega than diverticulitis. He said the road to Wembley isn't paved in gold. It's paved in Ospreay's blood. Jake Doyle, Mark Davis, and Trent Beretta, along with Rocky Romero, all the bench players. I guess Mark Davis is not really a bench player, but the rest of them are. Attacked Ospreay from behind. Callis is yelling from the outside, "Go for the neck!" Omega came out. He cleared the ring with a metal pipe. Ospreay looked concerned in the corner as he cowered because he was beaten down. Omega wound up. He was going to hit Ospreay, but then he held back. Ospreay did the solo Sikoa. He's like trying to duck. He thought Omega was going to hit him. Omega says he feels everything that Ospreay says because when he speaks from the heart. But as much as he feels, he never thinks. He asked what he thought would happen. He said he warned him about Don Callis. He warned him about Jon Moxley. He brought up MJF going around calling himself the real world champion. He said Ospreay will lose everything. He stood over Ospreay sitting in the corner. He said Ospreay, he wants to face Will Ospreay at Wembley Stadium, but not this Ospreay. So he helped him stand up. He told Ospreay that he hopes he understands that he can't help him like this again. From here on out, it's me and you. Ospreay yanked the microphone away. He said, I appreciate the help, but I didn't ask for it. He says he won't need Kenny's help anymore. He thanked him, dropped the mic, and it was basically the way the segment came to a close here. So I don't know what the purpose of the promo was between both of them because it did nothing. I mean, it didn't do anything more than what we saw the last time they were in the ring together. I don't know what Don Callis has to do with Will Ospreay. Why is he involved now? Did you ask that question, Jesse? Did you figure that one out? Or at least come up with a solid explanation there? Why is Don Callis now involved in Ospreay's business? The Mark Davis match last week didn't mean anything. They just did it because they were 1-1 even on the year, so they wanted the rubber match. But now Don Callis is kind of interjecting himself, and I don't really see where he fits in here for the overall build.
I'm going to be honest. I thought it was me missing something. Because, I mean, so many times, like, something's going on, and I might be zoned out or doing something else or talking to my chat. I thought I was the one that missed something, and I don't want to be like, hey, why is this happening? And then it was actually explained. I'm like, oh, I'm the idiot that wasn't paying attention. I thought it was clear and obvious, and I'm the one that missed it. Legit.
I don't know how he factors in, because if you think about it, chat, he hates Kenny, and he doesn't like Ospreay. But his focus here was on Ospreay. He's got history with both baby faces here. He's already got so much going on. He's got a match coming up at All In with all three of his top guys in the family wrestling for the International Championship. But he's also concerned with Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega in the world title match. All of a sudden, there was no explanation. So when Jesse can't come up with one and he asks, did I miss something? No, he didn't miss anything. The only people that missed something was AEW trying to explain why this makes sense and why this is happening. Because we got nothing about this beforehand. I don't know. There's nothing here that's moving me. Like I said, I wasn't married to Ospreay Omega when it was first announced. And I still feel that same way now, 4 weeks later. Not good. Not good for a show that has 18 days to go. No. MJF. He's in the ring with Nick Wayne and Speedball Mike Bailey. Triple threat match here. Winner earns the number 2 slot in the Casino Gauntlet alongside Andrade. Can I first say, one of AEW's most massive problems is their commentary team. Tony Schiavone is awful. Every week, he is awful, seemingly getting worse. To me, anyway, I don't know what Jesse thought. There was 2 Tony Schiavones on commentary because all night, and I'm assuming this is because Taz doesn't want to fly, and I think it may be something like knee-related or health-related, whatever it may be. They had The Big Show. They had Paul White on commentary. He was basically, Jesse, a much larger version of Tony Schiavone, uttering the same thing in the same slop as Tony Schiavone for 2 hours and 20 minutes tonight. Any thoughts on the commentary team?
Well, since you asked, I'll be very blatantly honest with you. I don't think Tony Schiavone is as bad as you make him out to be.
I think he's awful.
I've been holding that in every goddamn week because I don't feel like arguing with you about it. I don't. I'm not, and again, let's be clear. I'm not here to say he's good. I'm not here to say he's great, and I'm just not offended by him like you are. Like, I don't care if he's there or not. Now, Big Show, on the other hand, is a different story.
Now, this goes back to the Collision days, man. You're a collider.
Yeah.
So he was on that show.
Yeah. Now that, okay. Let me explain the Schiavone thing. Like, somebody told me in my stream that they said, well, they enjoy Booker T on color. And my reply was, like, I don't mind Booker T on color either. He's fine. But on the flip side, I can understand the people that just can't stand Booker T on commentary and they hate him that much. I could see how he can rub people the wrong way on commentary. I get it. It just doesn't bother me as much. I'm completely baffled as to why you hate Schiavone so much. I'm not trying to say he's great. I'm just saying he doesn't bother me. Is he a Moro? Fuck no. Nobody's a Moro. Nobody's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's not.
Do you want my answer to that question? Why I dislike Tony Schiavone so much? Do you want to know why?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I wasn't done. But go
ahead. Get finished. Yeah, I'll tell you. Finish it then.
So I mean, he's not your cup of tea. I get it. If he's your favorite, I don't know why he's not that great. But the same token, I don't feel like he's not as. I've heard worse. Let's put it like that. I mean, he's not as offensive at others that I've heard. He's just very there and mid and just whatever. He's not affecting my experience in any way. That's how I feel about what in my perfect world, 2-man booth. Give me, I'll take Excalibur and I'll take Taz. That's it. Give me those two. Now, if you got to start adding more because you just need more people there, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't put Big Show there. I can tell you that. So
Ian Riccaboni needs to be the lead commentator here because Moro's never going to come here. Excalibur's awful. He's just, I mean, it's just the same shit every week with him. Tony Schiavone, he's nothing more than Tony Khan behind the desk wearing a headset. He's just spewing whatever Tony Khan tells him to spew. Oh my God, it's the greatest night in pro wrestling ever. This is the greatest match I've ever seen. This is an unbelievable night of pro wrestling. I've never seen anything like this before. You've been doing this for 70 years. I've never seen it before.
For years, we've hated Michael Cole for that very same reason, because Vince was in his ear. And then we come to find out later when Vince got out of his ear that Michael Cole was actually pretty goddamn good at his job. So I don't know. It's again, I hear what you're saying. You're not wrong. We can definitely tell
has unbelievable action.
We can tell when TK is in his ear just spewing shit. But I don't know. It doesn't make it worse to me.
Just wanted to get that off my chest. The commentary was less than tonight. What is that? What does he say? What a moment! Yeah. What a moment. Yeah.
What a moment! No, we don't. I don't need big. I would love Taz on my TV every day. I mean, if he can't or not willing to travel, I mean, that sucks. It is what it is. We can't make the man do it. Nigel. I'll take Nigel.
Yes, Chris in the chat. Yes, Tony Schiavone's video game commentator. That's exactly what he is. It's video game commentator. There's no fucking soul there, bro. There's no emotion there. It's like, I want an analyst. I want someone that's going to fucking tell me exactly what the fuck's going on. And this guy's like fucking sucking dick on commentary without the sound effects. That's what he's doing.
Here's the thing, though. So here, somebody says that's cap. Michael Cole is terrible without Vince in his ear.
What?
The point is, but look, the point is, to each his own. Like, commentary is very subjective. Like, this person actually thinks Michael Cole was better with Vince in his ear. I'm not gonna harp on him. I mean, even though he's crazy, but some people actually prefer. I just don't think. I think it's very subjective at times. Now there can be an undisputed best and worst. But I think at times it's subjective,
Yes, commentary is a very subjective thing.
This guy actually thinks Michael Cole was better with Vince in his ear.
Cornell, no. Cornell was also in the chat about 15 minutes ago saying we need to stop comparing MJF to Roman Reigns. Why? MJF is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns. MJF is the Roman Reigns of AEW, but he's not in the main event, but he should be. And like Jesse said last week, and I used the analogy with Coach on Tuesday on the 2 count, they took the belt off of MJF, like Jesse said. Would they do that to Roman Reigns? It's like putting Roman Reigns in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
It'd be stupid.
Awful. You don't do that. You don't do that to top guys. You don't.
Whoever's idea it was to make the changes that they were made right before the biggest show of the year just should have stopped and taken one thing into consideration. This is the biggest show of the year. Who's our top guy? Who's our top heel? And they should go against our top babyface. And that's the main events. I'm sorry if you want something different, but unfortunately, the build up to this point has led us to this is our top babyface and this is our top heel. This is our biggest show. This is the main event. What are we doing here? What are we doing? WrestleMania 17. You're gonna put Triple H versus Austin? You're fucking rocking Austin right here in front of you. What are you doing? Biggest WrestleMania main event in history. Well, we're going to change it to somebody else. No, you're not. No, this is the main event. Look, if you want to change it, you got to change them shit months in advance because this is where we are now. It's too late. It's too late.
Chat's asking what we think about Joe Tessitore. I like Joe Tess. I think he's gotten more boring as the month's gone on. He's not exciting.
Yeah, look, man, I'm not gonna sit and base my entire experience on the commentary team. Like, you have to be just flat out egregiously just horrible for me to focus on what commentary is saying instead of the show. And that happens. That happens, but I just don't think it happens as much as everybody would like to believe. This commentator is horrible. I hate him. I hate him. I hate this one. I hate the. You know the one I like? The one who's not in wrestling anymore. You guys are fucking, I mean, seriously, man. Not everybody's the absolute worst ever. Might not be your favorite, but they don't make you focus on them too much. I'm not saying you've made it clear that you do not like Shivani. I believe you. You know.
This is the greatest show I've ever seen.
You know. I mean, come on, man. It's not that damn bad.
Who said MJF is overrated in the chat? Cornell, you said MJF is overrated?
But I mean, again,
Roman Reigns is a better wrestler than MJF? He's not.
No, he's not.
He's not. On what planet?
And it's not throwing shade at Roman.
No.
That's why I don't like these comparisons like this. If you say one person is better than the next, they take that as we think the other one sucks. That's not what. I mean, one has to be better. One could be 1 and 1B as far as I'm concerned. Roman's great. Roman's phenomenal at what he does, but he's not the greatest wrestler to ever fucking live. And MJF is a better wrestler than Roman.
Come on now.
Fine. You want gimmick? You want gimmick work? Fine. Roman is working a better gimmick than MJF is right now. I'll admit that much. How about that? Make you feel better? I don't know.
MJF doesn't have Samoan blood, so he's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of the real world champion, Speedball Nick Wayne, the best thing about this match was two things. One, he went on commentary and he took Tony Schiavone's headset and called him a fat old prick. He did not say anything to Paul White. And then in the ring, he takes like a powder. He goes on the outside. He doesn't even wrestle. He lets Speedball and Nick Wayne wrestle. And then he finally gets in there, and Nick Wayne's getting the best of Speedball. So he gets in there, and he starts coaching Nick Wayne on how to throw a punch and how to beat up Speedball. And then he said, he's like, yeah, that's great. Why don't you do one of them crazy moves that you do? He tells him.
The Wayne's World.
So he does like a sliced bread in the middle of the ring. And MJF quickly goes for the cover off of Nick Wayne's finish. And then Nick Wayne's like, what the fuck?
You do it.
Best spot of the whole match. Best spot of the whole night.
He says, look, you're in a match with MJF, you fucking. That's good enough for you.
I mean, leave it to this guy to make something out of nothing, man. It's just crazy. So after that, MJF slapped him around. Nick Wayne kicked him in the head. MJF tumbled to ringside. We go to a commercial. We come back. MJF punched Wayne out of midair on a Wayne's World attempt. MJF gave him a power bomb into the knees, lung blower. Bailey landed a shooting star press on MJF. He goes for cover, Speedball, then hit Wayne with the tornado roundhouse kick. Side of the head, he went for ultimate weapon. MJF threw Speedball out of the ring, applied salt to the earth on Nick Wayne, and quickly Nick Wayne tapped out. 12 minutes. Shocking, I know. MJF is in the Gauntlet match. Afterwards, MJF on the microphone said that the champ always wins. He said he never lost a day in his life, Jesse. He's never lost a day in his life.
I mean, I have eyes. I've seen him look at the lights a couple of times. I don't know, man.
So he says that's why he's walking into Wembley, and he'll leave with the Casino Gauntlet contract. He said no one in the back can stop him. Andrade's music then played. MJF, he faked being scared, and then you could see like him trying to break out into a smile and laugh. And then he says, How you know Andrade's here? He says they know he's not there because he whipped his ass last week. That's how you know.
That's how you know.
He says he's a gutless little worm. He said Andrade, Omega, and Will Ospreay are all scared of him. He says they will find out that he is the one real true champion, and he held up Triple B as the segment came to a close.
I'm starting to get worried. We got MJF out there claiming to be the real world champion, and he's out there cutting promos on guys who aren't even there. Starting to get worried. I've seen this shit before.
I don't know much. I don't know how much more we could say that MJF being in the Gauntlet match doesn't move us at all. Divine Dominion. They're at a bar with a backdrop in the back that says Brawling Birds Bar. Okay. I can vouch and guarantee that there's no bar in Las Vegas that closely resembles the Brawling Birds Bar at all. So they're mocking their challenges. Obviously, this is the AEW Women's Tag Team title match All In. It's been, I mean, you could probably go back to February and figure out what the fucking tag team title match was going to be at Wembley Stadium. They've given them just a taste of what they're capable of, so bring your family, your friends, husbands. It'll be their biggest massacre. Cheers to the Birds. They had a good run. So Lena Cross and Megan Bayne hold up 2 pints of beer, smash the glasses, and drop the glasses on the floor. It's a waste of whatever beer they were using, I guess. Beer is beer. A waste of fine alcoholic beverages, Jesse.
What if it was Bud Light?
Then it's perfectly okay.
Okay, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Whatever, maybe apple juice for all we know. I don't know.
Apple juice does not foam like that.
They might have used real beer. I wouldn't be surprised if these fucking people are drinking on the job, honestly. There'll be an action on Collision. I am a big Lena Cross fan, Jesse.
I have no reason to be a big Lena Cross fan. I'm going to be honest with you. From what I've seen of her, she's been in this team with someone who also needs to be a singles competitor. I would love to see Megan Bayne. I feel like Megan Bayne should be the world champion right now. Like, why is she being held to this tag team? I feel like she should be the women's champion by now at this point.
She's got no personality.
The fuck does that mean? She has the look. She has the stature. She can fucking go in the ring.
She can't cut a promo.
Give her a manager. I don't care. She's fucking phenomenal. Get her out there, man. Give her a manager.
Who would you put as Megan Bayne's manager?
Someone who can, you're making me pick someone off the top of my damn head. What's Stokely Hathaway doing? Waiting on the FTR?
Where is he? He's on vacation with FTR. Where the fuck is he?
What the fuck is he doing? You know, put someone who can talk for her and get. That's wrestling 101. You got somebody who can wrestle, looks great, but can't talk. Put him with a manager. What are we doing there? It's her first day booking wrestling. Give her a manager. Let them talk for her and let her do the action. This is not our first day here. Me, Guardian of Chaos. I would easily hire Guardian of Chaos to be Megan Bayne's mouthpiece.
So would I? Guardian will probably be the most entertaining aspect of that entire act, honestly.
All day long. All day long. If you have not seen Guardian cut a promo, go check out.
Guardian probably cuts a better promo than half the fucking roster, to be quite honest with you.
I'll have him hosting promo schools, man. What the fuck? Just give her a minute. When they brought her in, I had such high hopes. Same thing for Deonna Purrazzo. I don't know what's going on with some of the people they're not pushing in this company. Instead, we're pushing Maya World. No offense to Maya World, but before Maya World, we've had a Deonna Purrazzo. We've had a Camille. We've had fucking Megan Bayne. Why are they not getting the same push that Maya World is getting?
I don't know. Boy, they dropped the ball on Maya World. She doesn't feel special anymore.
No, but they're doing something with her.
Well, they're keeping her on TV. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they're doing something with her, which is, it's fine. They're moving her to the point where she's a viable contender for things. So I can appreciate that. She just need to be the women's champion next week. It's fine. But why can't we get that very same respect for Deonna Purrazzo? Why can't we get Athena on TV instead of the app? Why can't we get Megan Bayne in a singles role. I don't understand this stuff. Lena Cross is probably good. I haven't seen enough of her to know.
Well, we got Mick Foley in the back. He's with the Bang Bang Gang. Switchblade Jay White. He officially welcomes Foley to the Bang Bang Gang. There's Jay White. White said since he returned to AEW, the Dogs seemed to get the best of them since starting all this, but not tonight. He's going to put David Finlay down and hopes Jon Moxley advances so he can beat him as well. Foley then joins in the Guns Up. We got 2 words for you. Guns Up. And then Mick Foley standing there. Can I do it too? No, Mick. No. No, you cannot.
I like Mick where he is. Nice and cheesy, man. Leave him. Just leave him here. Not in the match. Good.
Jay White, David Finlay. Continental Classic Cup. This went 12 minutes, Jesse. Any thoughts?
It's a nice time for a TV match. It is.
It's too long. It's too long for these two.
12. No, do you want them to go 20?
No, 14 minutes. I'm sorry. I apologize. 14 minutes they went.
Oh, you said 12.
I did. Sorry. I misread.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, it's only 2 more minutes. I mean, I think 10 to 12 was the sweet spot, though.
This is the worst feud in all of pro wrestling right now. Don't know what else to tell you. I mean, is anybody legitimately interested in this? I'm glad we finally got the one-on-one match. Jay White hopefully goes on to win this cup, whatever the fuck this is, and wrestles Moxley at the pay-per-view. It's the only match out of this tournament that even resembles pay-per-view. I would say Eddie Kingston, but after watching Eddie Kingston's performance on Saturday, I would probably say no to Eddie Kingston.
Maybe on Friday. Oh, it was on
He
Friday?
wrestled Jake Doyle on Collision.
Oh, I thought you meant Friday.
I wasn't really even too pleased with that, honestly. I just don't think Eddie Kingston's lost a couple of steps, and I don't mean that in a negative, disrespectful way. It's just the Eddie Kingston that we got pre-injury is not this Eddie Kingston.
I'll say this about Eddie Kingston. I see where you're coming from. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'll say it's about Eddie Kingston. He's more of a storyteller in a ring. So when you have him in the middle of a feud and something that he's sinking his teeth into, his matches are far more interesting than here is Eddie and here's a match. Watch it. You know, when he's like emotionally in a fucking feud and then the match happens, he's a much better storyteller than just a bell to bell guy. It's not to say that he sucks bell to bell by itself, but a lot of wrestlers are like that. I know in the very same way.
Yeah, I think you're correct. He looks very disinterested.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Still a great promo. One of the best promos in the business. He just looks very disinterested. Yes. And the sad thing is, you know, before he got hurt, he was the Mad King, and then he got hurt, and Tony replaced him with Mark Briscoe, who basically is the same blue collar fucking, type of guy, babyface that the fans are going to rally behind. That Kevin Owens like guy. He found that in Mark Briscoe, and Mark Briscoe replaced, unfortunately, Eddie Kingston while he was out.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, Jay White wins here. Blade Runner, 14 minutes. He advances to wrestle another blind match because Tony is trying to keep this unpredictable. So, we don't know who he wrestles. We'll figure that out. He beats David Finlay in 14 minutes. Brody King, Bandito, and Adam Page. They make their entrance and they come on out celebrating the AEW Trios Championship victory that happened last week at Grand Slam, Mexico. Ricochet and the Gates of Agony are losers. That's basically what that boils down to.
I can't remember the last time the Trios titles were celebrated in any way.
I don't know why anybody would care. They hold as much value as the fucking lint that comes out of the dryer when you tumble your clothes.
No, but that's not fair though, because they weren't celebrated like that, which is part of the reason why we don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? New champions were crowned. Yeah, let's get them out here. Let's have a celebration. Let's pretend that these titles are important. They didn't do that in the past, so we didn't give a shit about them. I think this was an important segment. If they're trying to tell us that the trios titles are going to be important, then somebody needs to take some ownership and some pride and have a celebration. And then we won these. We are the best here. And before it was like, we get new trios champions. We'll book you guys in a match, next week, and we'll go from there. That doesn't make the titles feel important at all in any way.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter who they're on; they're meaningless. And Tony's trying to make them feel relevant, putting them on 3 guys that he actually cares about. And I don't care because the damage has already been done. So they're out there, the new champions. The Demand are the former champions. They've only held them for 1 week. So that's who they beat last week at Grand Slam Mexico. Out comes Swerve Strickland. And Swerve's music hits. Finally, nice to see Swerve back. Don't know what they got planned for him going into Wembley, but we may have some news on that here. Nana tells Shivani to get lost, and he and Strickland will be asking the questions moving forward. First of all, whose house? Strickland says that this trauma bonding, as he sees 3 guys that he's had bad blood with now, are buddies and the trios champions. What the hell happened to this place? He hasn't even been gone that long. It might feel like he hasn't been gone long, but it does feel like he's been gone most of the year, to us anyway. He's taken a huge downgrade. Don't know why. What do they have in common aside from Strickland? He tore the house down with Bandito at Double or Nothing. That's where Bandito failed. And then Strickland said the last time he saw King, he was face down in a pool of his own blood. And then he seemingly comes back to Adam Page, who he has the most history with. Earlier this year, they were on the same page, but he takes his eye off Page for 1 second, and he loses any chance of getting another world championship opportunity and questions Page's legacy now. Page said, unlike Strickland, he never took his eyes off him, and Strickland doesn't have any room to talk as he's done some heinous shit, and he's got nothing to show for it. Out come Ricochet and the Demand with the lethal twist. Vanilla Baby's out there with Jay Lethal, Jesse. I don't believe these guys are getting television time 18 days before All In. Ricochet asks Strickland if Strickland has partners, unless Nana has decided to step his old ass back into the ring to team with him, as Bishop Khan and Toa Leona would love to put him out of his misery for good. Ricochet said it was Strickland and everyone out there who turned on him and threw toilet paper at him, while Nana turned on Gates of Agony, while Ricochet saw their full potential and became Trios champions. Yes, for 7 days. So he says the titles, they're on those morons, and they stole them from us. They're lucky this isn't the NFL because they'd be, they would show replay of Tony Leona's shoulder being up. So they demand their rematch. Now we're just making shit up, right? Did you see Tony Leona's shoulder up last week?
Nope.
So they're just they're fibbing here.
Pretty much. Same way Max said he's never lost a match in his life.
Gotcha. I guess that's what they call healing it up in AEW, I guess, huh?
We live in a day and age where people can just come out and just blatantly lie straight to America and the country believes them. So
there you go.
What are you going to do?
If the right hand doesn't get you, the left will. Ricochet said Strickland has 9 guys out here who hate him, so get out of the arena. Strickland goes to leave with Nana, but says King does all the barking while Ricochet is still a bitch. Page said Strickland has a point, telling Ricochet to get his dumb ass to the ring. Ricochet said it's a great idea, but they will do it on their own time. So we got Ricochet in the Gates of Agony, Jesse. We got Brodito and Adam Page. Are we looking at Swerve Strickland in a 3-way triple threat trios championship match at Wembley Stadium? Are we looking at Swerve bringing in Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods?
It appears so. I don't know how they are planning on making that dynamic work. I mean, I guess I do know a way, and that's them coming in and completely shedding the absolute aura that they carried in WWE and starting with completely new characters, because the characters they had over there, it does not work with Swerve. And are they going to be henchmen? And how does that work out? Are they going to be under him? I mean, I don't understand the dynamic that or unless it's like a Hurt Syndicate type dynamic. Which, by the way, what happened to the Hurt Syndicate?
I don't even know if they're still employed.
What the?
Why are they not? Well, I guess they can't. They only have 2 members. MVP doesn't count. You know. Why didn't we do anything to build them up? What I want to know.
Build them up. Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, tag team title opportunity.
They were amazing. They were up. We did all we can to build them down.
Going into All In.
Oh, well, shit. No, they're already dead now.
Yeah, they're dead.
It's dead. They're dead now.
I guarantee Bobby Lashley. You know, MVP talked all that shit about Triple H and how bad he was for the Hurt Syndicate, and he didn't want to do nothing with the Hurt Syndicate. Is he going to show that same energy to Tony Khan?
Man, look, I don't know, and I'm highly interested. I would love to know why the Hurt Syndicate are just fluttering away. I would love to know it because it makes no sense. They were over. People were fantasy booking them to do all kinds of huge shit. Bobby Lashley, world champion, Shelton Benjamin, right behind them. I mean, bro, it was great, and all of a sudden it's just, nah, we're done.
Yeah, I don't know how this dynamic with Swerve and the New Day would work out. I mean, it's like Swerve is just like a fucking hard-ass, badass type of character. Are they going to be that? They got to match his energy and his feel, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying.
Are they going to coming in dancing with fucking? I'm assuming they'll be kind of like a little bit more harder edge. That whatever their name is. Obviously Austin Creed and Kofi, but it's going to be interesting to see how they play these new characters out. It's not going to be unicorns and fucking cereal. I'll tell you that. And rainbows.
No, it clearly that it's not going to be that, but they've been in this business for quite a bit.
Oh my God.
We've become very accustomed to their style and their personalities and their demeanor. So whatever they do,
oh my God,
they're going to have an uphill battle trying to make us believe them.
We got an update in the chat, Jesse. Comic Reels in the chat says, the Shane Taylor promotions on Saturday's Collision have now purchased the Hurt Syndicate's business. So the Hurt Syndicate is doing business for Shane Taylor promotions on Saturday Night Collision. Oh my God. Yep. I wonder what Bobby Lashley thinks, bro, when he lays his head down at night, man. Man, am I robbing this fucking dumb wrestling Mark blind for all the money he's paying me? The Hurt Syndicate are doing business for the Shane Taylor promotions, bro. I don't know how you could watch this and fucking deem this like, this is good shit, man. And then the Motor City Machine Guns, what happened to them? Are they on the roster? What happened? Why aren't they on this show?
When did they debut? Like a week ago?
Whenever they were in Detroit? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Something like that. But I kind of peeped this when they debuted. It low key just looks like they had nothing for them right now. That's why they came out. That's why they came out on Collision.
Yeah, they collided.
That's why we haven't seen them since. They don't have anything for them yet, and which is,
oh my God.
I want to say it's sad, but
bro, the chat saying Bobby Lashley had the same reaction you had to the news of working with Shane Taylor Promotions. I didn't see this clip, bro. I didn't see what's happening. Who the fuck cares? Who watches Collision?
Look, man. So Motor City Machine Guns, they don't have anything for them. And look, I get it. Okay, you just got them. Maybe you need time to work them into things. But now it just looks like you just forced them on TV because you were in Detroit.
Yeah.
And since you did that, well, now we're looking to see them on TV. You couldn't wait. They were in Detroit. You had to do something. So either come up with something for them and work it, or just leave them off TV despite being in Detroit. Don't bring them out in Detroit, debut them, and then put them back in catering until you figure out what you're going to do with them. Either figure it out and move with it, or just tell Detroit, hey, sorry, no Motor City Machine Guns. We got to wait until we got something for them.
What happened to the Rascals? Are they still on TV?
Sort of. maybe.
Chat.
Ace Austin.
Where are the fucking rascals, chat?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, what? Ace Austin is a. Oh wait.
Who?
Yeah. I don't fucking know, man. Myron Reed's in the Indies though. He's still taking bookings.
He is.
Yep.
I don't know why he would do anything less, man. He's with Killer Kelly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Follow her around everywhere.
Yeah, I would love to. I want to say bring in Killer Kelly, but I'm kind of worried that she'll wind up just like Deonna Purrazzo and
no, they don't deserve her.
No, they really don't, man. Don't bring her in and then just lose her. Like, no, just.
Now you're asking way too. Now you're asking questions I don't have an answer for. Chat. Where's Wardlow?
Wardlow.
Who's asking about fucking Wardlow in 2026, bro?
He gave up on that, man.
You know, AEW's coming to Pittsburgh next month. No Britt Baker discussion, man. I don't want to hear it. It's over.
It's not happening. It's over.
I was told personally she's never going to be back in that company ever again.
So some of these talents are lost causes here in AEW, and it's no fault of their own. Wardlow can come back right now. I would not give a single solitary shit.
No, it's over.
You cannot pay me to get invested in him for them to just drop him again in 2 weeks. Nope. Where's Camille? Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit.
Camille made one pre-show appearance and then we'll run right back into fucking Guantanamo Bay.
Go be an American Gladiator.
Oh,
as a matter of fact, when does that come out? When does American Gladiators come out?
It's out already.
It is?
Yes, it's on Amazon.
I'm gonna go watch that and watch Camille over there.
Wardlow's over there too.
He's a gladiator too?
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I'm definitely gonna watch now.
Yes, Wardlow's a gladiator. Yeah.
I might even fucking review it.
Listen, God, you want Patreon content? There you go.
Oh man, there we go. I might check out American Gladiators, man, with half the AEW roster. Look at it.
Renee interviewed Willow Nightingale. Before anything was said, Mercedes came charging in and bashed Willow over the head with the Owen title and walked away calling her a dumb bitch. Wow.
Rick Buggs too?
Yeah, Rick Buggs is a gladiator too, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm watching fucking Gladiators, man. Let me put this
my God, Bugenhagen, bro.
Buggs too. Nice.
I miss the old Boogs, man. Him coming out playing air guitar.
Nice.
They got nothing going on here for Willow and Mercedes. Wow. That's what they call Bill, Jesse. You dumb bitch.
I'm far less interested in the AEW women's division since Tekla lost, and we haven't seen her since.
We haven't seen Tekla since she lost that championship, Jesse. And no plans at all for Tekla at All In. You believe that?
I'm so far less interested in the women's division. We got no Tekla. Tony Storm is not back. We got plenty of Hikaru Shida on our TVs though. I'm done. I'm just so over. They keep mistreating my girl Stat.
Hikaru Shida?
I'm done.
Oh, Shida. I thought you said Shida.
I'm just done with it, man. You know who I got? I got Mercedes Monet. No, man. No. I'm fucking done.
Kevin Knight. He defended the TNT title against Chris Jericho. Why? I don't know. I'd love to know why. I guess whatever stemmed from last week's show, and I guess that deemed Tony good enough to make a title match. I don't know.
Right.
But Kevin Knight, Chris Jericho here, TNT title match. This was fine. If I was to pick the best match of the night, this would probably be it from an in-ring point of view. But we'll pick it up here after the commercial break. Knight gave Jericho a swinging DDT, middle of the ring. Both guys ended up being down. Kevin Knight punched Jericho when they got back up into the corner. Knight yelled at the fans because they were counting along because they can't count when he's punching Jericho in the face. So he told them to shut their mouths. Jericho powerbombed Knight off the top rope for a 2 count. Jericho then put Knight in the walls So Callis is on the outside. So, Jesse, tell me if you were paying attention to this. Callis is on the outside. He goes into his jacket, his suit jacket, and he gets the screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho's got the walls of Jericho on Kevin Knight in the middle of the ring. He's got nowhere to go. Lock it in, sink it in, and it's over. We're going to new TNT champion. So you would think that if Kevin Knight is like kind of crawling over to the ropes, Jericho would kind of reel him back and drag him to the middle of the ring so he creates enough distance between Kevin Knight and the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho has got Kevin Knight in the walls of Jericho, and he moves voluntarily over to the rope so that Don Callis can get close enough to hit him with a screwdriver in the face. Jericho had the hold applied and basically gave Kevin Knight an easy out of the Lion Tamer or the walls of Jericho as he moved closer to the rope. He moved the opposite way in which he should be moving. Any thoughts on this? Jesse popped some Advil or some pills or something.
Tylenol.
Big gulp of water.
Can't do Advil. Well, so clearly the hold went on in the middle of the ring when it should have been closer to the ropes. So Jericho, the veteran, adjusted. Yeah.
He adjusted what?
He adjusted the hold so that he was closer to the rope. So
he walked him to the ropes.
He's walked him to the fucking ropes, man. Just
so he gets
Jericho.
Yeah.
In Jericho's defense, he has been far less invested in this shit since he came back. Man, he has been just there. He's just there.
No, he spiked Jericho in the forehead with a screwdriver. Jericho just what a bizarre moment. Moved Kevin Knight closer to the ropes so that Don Callis could hit him with the screwdriver. Yeah. Knight then landed a coast-to-coast near fall kick out. Knight then leapt off the top rope. Jericho caught him with a code breaker. Did not look good at all. Knight ducked the Judas effect. Knight gave Jericho a low blow and then a crash landing for the 1-2-3.
The walks of Jericho. He walked him right to the fucking ring.
Yeah, the walks of Jericho, yeah. Oh my God, this shit is so fucking bad.
Shout out to Juan in the chat. Oh.
13 minutes, Kevin Knight retains the TNT title. They went backstage to the Death Riders. Claudio said he'll face whoever comes next. Pac said it's them against the world. John Moxley speaks about wrestling Jack Perry in the main event. Riveting. Kris Statlander versus Viva Van, Jesse. Speaking of riveting, Viva Van.
Yes, 5-star match. Let's talk about it.
3 minutes.
That's all I need.
Wednesday Night Fever.
That's all I'm going to need.
Tranquilo, Jesse. Tranquilo, okay? Tranquilo. 3 minutes. Kris Statlander beat Viva Van with a Wednesday Night Fever. I don't know why this was necessary. This would have saved us at least a couple of minutes, minus the overrun. All you needed to do was have a promo in the ring with Stat. That's it. I don't know why this match was needed.
I disagree. I think this was a very much needed match, man. More time, actually. More time.
All right. When Foley gets in the ring, he greeted Stat. Fans chanted Foley. He plugged his new T-shirt that said he said the T-shirt will be available soon, and then he plugged July 16th.
God damn it, Jesus. Hey. How many chair shots
did he take a time machine back? I mean, I wish we could go back to July. The summer's almost over.
How many chair shots did this man take for us and our entertainment? All right.
July 21, Jesse.
Leave him alone.
Anyway, he points out that his daughter, Noelle Foley, is sitting at ringside. Was Frank the Clown sitting there? I wasn't sure. Maybe he was. I don't know.
I don't know. Is she still with Frank?
I think she's still with Frank the Clown, yeah.
Tell me they're at least engaged by now.
I don't know.
They have been together an extremely long time. Shout out to Noelle Foley. I've actually met her. She's actually a very nice person.
Foley told Stat that she'll be in a fatal four-way just announced by Tony Khan with Maya World, Hikaru Shida, and Persephone next week for the TBS title, Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
So Stat says she feels great. She's ready to fight. She said Maya earned her title, but she'll make Persephone and Shida bend over backwards and shove their heads up their own asses.
I'm here for it.
Tranquilo, Jesse, tranquilo.
I will be right here watching.
She said she was made for the TBS title. I fought literal wars for the TBS title. I mean, you just lost the women's championship. I don't know why you're not going back after that, but I guess it's not your time now. So you're just making do with the TBS title. Persephone came out laughing, and we get this tag team match with Shida and Persephone versus Thunder Rosa and Maya World. This went 10 minutes. Maya World and Rosa won. So Maya World ended up getting a 3 count on Shida with a suplex into a bridge after Shida mistakenly crashed into Persephone. Statlander then walked out and raised Maya World's arm in victory. Any thoughts here, Jesse?
I mean,
at least Persephone was in there, right?
Persephone was it? I mean, I'll take that. I mean,
any thoughts on Shida? Shida look good this week or no?
Bro, stop trying to bait me. No, not doing it, man. Nope. I'm unsatisfied with the performance of Shida. How about that? There. That's the best you're gonna get from me.
Jesse's unsatisfied with Shida.
Nope. Look, the match was good. I do appreciate they are trying to keep doing something with Maya World. I mean, she's pretty good, and down the road, there might be something there. So keep that up. But again, I can't help but to mention what is going on with the other talent that should be getting that same spot. Where is Deonna Purrazzo?
Oh my God, Mad Dragon in the chat.
Oh no.
Mad Dragon in the chat.
No, I'm not. Don't. No. Do not. No, don't say that.
Oh,
don't say that. No, do not say that out loud. No.
Oh no.
Hey, look, Maya World looks great. Persephone.
Oh no.
Yes. Yes. More of that.
Mad Dragon.
Nope. Thunder Rosa's my girl. She's probably still gonna kill me, but what are you gonna do? Nope. We're not reading that out loud, chat.
Oh my God.
No.
Mad Dragon says it's
No. They are watching. Stop. No.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm fucking
Did you hear?
Fucking crying.
Did you hear? Did we get to Darby? Did we get to Darby's promo yet? Oh, no.
Darby.
Yeah. No. I'm going somewhere with.
Oh, but wait, where you going? Where are we going with this?
Did we get to Darby's promo yet, or did we pass that part?
You don't want to talk about it? You don't want to talk
No. There's a.
You don't want to talk about it?
Well, I'll just touch on it. I'll just touch on it.
Hikaru.
They're watching because if you heard Darby's promo, weren't we just talking about how Darby was world champion and all of a sudden he doesn't give a shit about it anymore? And now in the promo he did tonight, all of a sudden he addresses it. Like, people are saying that I don't care about the world title anymore. I do.
Did we say he don't care about the world title more? Who said that? You?
I did.
Me?
I just brought up. Yeah.
Oh.
Remember I was like, well, they had him at world champion. All of a sudden they're not doing anything with him. He doesn't care that he used to be world champion and everything like that. And sure enough, he brought it up in tonight's promo.
Uh-huh.
They're watching. They are watching. Don't ring that. Don't read that. They're watching.
What do you want to talk about? You don't want to talk about Hikaru Ida?
Nope. Where's
Oh my God, man, Dragon, you got comment of the year, bro. Comment
my
of the year.
bleep button? Do I have a bleep button? I can't find my bleep button.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh, this show sucks. This show sucks, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I need to find some enjoyment in this fucking deplorable slop on Wednesday nights. Cut me some fucking slack, please. It is so fucking boring. Yes, Darby Allin was backstage. He said every week he has, he was AEW champion. He defended his title. He said he gambled and lost. He burned the candle at both ends. He said now Kevin Knight is burning the candle at both ends. He challenged him to a false count anywhere match at Wembley Stadium. He says if he can beat him in his own game, he'll have lived up to the potential he saw in him years ago. Okay. Fantastic.
There you go.
Kyle Fletcher, he's backstage with Renee and Don Callis. Fletcher said Speedball always brings the best out of him, which is true. I mean, they always, they've had 3 great matches. He says he's having the greatest international title reign of all time. He says he has defended the title 3 times in 3 countries. He says he's looking forward to Wembley Stadium and all in for his 4th country. Callis says he's a former, or there is a former international champion who wants a shot. Fletcher said, Don, I don't want to hear it's Konosuke Takeshita. Callis technically said yes, but revealed he extracted something else from Tony Khan, which was also adding Okada to the match. So Okada comes in. He told Fletcher the only thing that matters is that the international title stays in the family. Callis is enthused, and Okada is very pleased. Fletcher is not pleased at all. Should be a great match. I just wish they'd do a little bit more to sell us on why it's important to Fletcher and why it's important to Okada. And Takeshita hasn't even been on TV because he's competing in the G1. So, you know, it's going to be a great match. It's one of the matches, Jesse, that's thrown together that we knew was coming that doesn't really have a lot of oomph to it. You know?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I mean, again, this guy has been phoning it in for so long. How can you get excited about what he's going to do?
I don't know.
It's until he stops phoning it in. I mean, I'm going to assume he's going to phone it in, and which is, you know what? Maybe you look. Maybe we're just lying to ourselves, or maybe I'm just lying to myself. Maybe he's not phoning it in. Maybe it's just age catching up. And I'm being dead ass here. You know, maybe he's just a little bit older and he can't work the same style that he used to. I don't know, but it's just not the same Okada. I don't know.
Jamie, do we have a problem in the chat? Jamie Angus in the chat? Then don't watch, JD.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Don't watch.
Oh boy.
I don't know who else is watching Dynamite. Clearly less and less people are. I mean, they're the problem, not us. John Moxley, Jungle Jack Perry, Continental Cup Classic Cup, whatever the fuck you want to call this. 16 minutes. 16 minutes. This was a 20-minute overrun for Jack Perry and John Moxley. This was your main event 18 days out before the biggest pay-per-view that they hold all year. So John Moxley won, Jesse. Shocking, I know. This is the most unpredictable outcome I ever saw coming. John Moxley wins. He beat Jack Perry. Bulldog choke. And Perry started to fade. Moxley repositioned. He hooked both legs, and Perry passed out. This was a fine match. Perry was bleeding like 4 minutes in. You know, the way that I don't know why Perry was bleeding already 4 minutes in. It's a fucking Continental Cup Classic match. You know, if you got to bleed that quickly into a match just to make people care, then maybe we shouldn't be doing the match to begin with, if that's the only resort that you got to make people care. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moxley wins here, Jesse. Any thoughts on Jungle Jack and Moxley in the main event?
Match was good. Match was fine. You know, I mean, it went a little long. It went a little long, but again, it's. Why do we care? Why should we care? Why do we think this outcome is going to be anything other than Moxley winning? You know, they told a little bit of a story in the match of Jack Perry going through extremes and taking extreme punishment and fighting through and fighting a good fight, but still coming up short. But how is that story going to carry over? What does that story mean going forward? Are they going to take that and parlay it into Luchasaurus coming back? Is going to be Jungle Boy getting revenge on Moxley because he got choked out? You know, I'm like, nothing really came from this.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing came from it. There's nothing to do with Jack Perry, nothing to do with the Death Riders. It's just a match that nobody gives a fuck about. And we all knew who was going to win. Collision. Yeah. That's happening on Saturday. I'm assuming they're taping it tonight from the Pearl Theater in Las Vegas at the Palms Casino. Brian Cage versus Hechicero in the Continental Cup. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly in the Continental Cup. Nigel McGuinness versus Katsuyori Shibata in the Continental Cup. Divine Dominion will be in tag team action. Mercedes goes one-on-one with Zeta Steel. And Hangman Adam Page and Brodito defend the trios titles against the Lethal Twist, Jesse. I mean, it sounds like a collision corner if you ask me, no?
I almost want the swirl back at this point. just go back to the swirl.
The lethal twist.
I'm sorry I laughed at the swirl. Let's just go back to the fucking swirl. Okay.
This show is not good. This show is not good, chat. That's all we got for you. That's all we got for you. Thank you guys very much for all your support. If you did enjoy tonight's very entertaining stream, if you got anything out of it, hit that thumbs up. Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll read through these, and then we will bid you adieu. Follow us on social media at JD from LY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go follow Jesse on Twitter at ChyTownSmark, on YouTube at ChyTownSmark. Also, go check out all the content on the channel. Some great streams. We were live on Tuesday twice. One on Coach's channel, one on my channel. 2 count with Coach, and then TNT, Tuesday Night Titans with the Solid Monster. We love the Solid Monster. Jason and I will be in Los Angeles September 4th. House of Glory, Fallout, coming to the Globe Theater in Los Angeles. If you guys are September 4th, I will be out there Thursday and Friday. We will be streaming it on YouTube. If you guys want to catch us, you can go watch High Intensity right now. It's on YouTube, on demand. Go check that out. Leave some support. Tell me and Jason how great of a job we did, minus the audio issues that were not very good. So go check that out. And anything else, you guys know where to find us.
I kind of want to join you guys.
You want to come out to Los Angeles?
I have never been to LA. Man.
I don't think you want to be in LA.
Why would I not want to be in LA?
Because LA's a dump.
What?
I'm hearing people tell me that the homeless is like chasing random people down with like fucking needles and shit.
You ever been there?
I've been to Los Angeles. Yeah.
You think it's a dump after your visit?
Well, when I went, it was fun. I went to go see Slayer on Jimmy Kimmel. This was fucking many years ago. I haven't been there in like fucking Gen Z era. No.
You think it's a dump now because somebody else told you it was?
I mean, you got fans and you got people that you know who live in the greater LA County, Orange County area.
Are there homeless people in New York?
There are homeless people in New York. I don't go to Manhattan either for the same reason.
Yeah, I think I know they have a large concentrated homeless population. I get that. I don't know if the whole city is a dump because of it. I want to go to the parts that are not dumps.
I don't know what that might be. You got to look that up.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah, that's September 4th. We'll be out there. A Warrior in the Warrior of God says Los Angeles is terrible. Gavin Newsom is killing the state, says Kaleko in the chat.
Never been. I want to check it out.
All right.
See for myself.
Michael Krause with a 2. OTS, join the tap room. How you know? Pew pew. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Yes, pew pew. Pepe Le Pew. Caden with a 199. Thank you, Caden. Noah Kirby with a 5. Do you feel like the build for All In has been lackluster since the week after Redemption? Yes. Yes, I have. Redemption was a waste of time, and the TV that followed Redemption has been a waste of time. Tone VC. Shout out, brother. $2 super chat. Thank you. MMF with a 199 and a 199. What are we doing with Swerve? Trios, are we dead ass? Also, give Persephone all the titles. More of her, please, says MMF.
Quite all right with me.
Charles with a $5 super chat. I went to Collision on Saturday for free. This show was like a continuation of Saturday night. You went to Collision on Saturday for free. Is it even worth going for free? I don't know. Mother Lover with a $4.99. What's up, JD? I turned 23 today, so I celebrated by buying a ticket to SmackDown this Friday. Got a great seat for cheap because it's not selling. There you go, brother. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully, SmackDown's turning a corner. Hopefully. Still not good, but that main event scene is fucking loaded. MMF with the $1.99 Swerve and Daybreak. I could get with that. Yeah, I think that's where they're going. Daybreak meaning the New Day. Lewis, $6.99. The problem is that we know that Ospreay is winning going in. Whether if it was MJF or Ospreay as his opponent, what's next? Plus, he already beat them. Well, maybe don't book a fucking main event where everybody knows the outcome before going into it. They got to get riders to make it captivating. AJ with a 40 bomb. Thank you, AJ. AJ Body. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for Mania 42 should have started out as a blood feud like Ciampa and Gargano at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Then you have Drew McIntyre drop his title to LA Knight at WrestleMania 42 by winning the Chamber. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes blood feud started out as Randy costing Cody his match against Drew after the Chamber. Why are we going back in time to fix what's already unfixable, AJ? It's over. It happened. We can only hope that what they do now is a lot better.
Why are we doing it during an AEW stream?
I don't know. The thing is, the Randy and Cody match at WrestleMania wasn't even a good wrestling match. It was boring. It was very boring. I thought most of Punk and Cody was boring at SummerSlam. I mean, it was good. It was just, there was nothing there. There's no heat. And there was no heat between Randy and Cody because Pat McAfee got involved. So anything that we cared about went right out the window as soon as he got involved. $1.99 Marshall. I'm sorry, Jesse, but Excalibur is ass.
Okay, well, I changed my opinion because some random fucking dude in the
Thank you, Marshall.
It's your opinions, guys. It's not an absolute fucking fact. Get over yourselves, man.
Bodie McBoatface with a $10 super chat. You saying MJF is in there with Speedball Nick Wayne had me dead. And TK thinks those guys are being elevated with Max in there. It further enforces they don't belong in the same match. No one wins, bro. Speedball and Nick Wayne, they benefited nothing by being in the ring with Max. Nothing. All you're doing is showing how MJF is at the very top of the mountain, and fucking these two guys are nowhere close. They're in the fucking village at the bottom of the mountain. Brian Peoples with a $9.99. Heard Syndicate with Shane Taylor Promotions. Like, bro, who asked for that shit? I don't know. Tony Khan, apparently. David Rice with a 10. Don't get too excited about the New Day coming. Who still remembers that? The Motor City Machine Guns are in AEW. Where are the Rascals? The Hurt Syndicate. Where? It's a good question. The Machine Guns are now colliding on Saturday night because he doesn't want to feature them on Wednesday. Phil with a $9.99. 18 days until All In, and this is what we get. You can't be serious. Hey, Worthless TNT title match. The C3 is a tournament to have a tournament because they don't want to tell a story with Mox. No, they just want to feed Mox wins, and that's all they want to do. WrestleMind with $1.99. Always love your videos, JD. Y'all rock. Thank you, brother. Don Stoney with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Don Tony Wrestling Soup Spitball Media, and as always, R.I.P. Kevin Castle. Stoney. Thank you, brother. As always. Brian Peoples with $1.99. Prayers to good old JR. Get well soon. Yes, JR had brain surgery today, and he will be home, Conrad Thompson said, as early as Friday.
Man.
Love JR.
is a goddamn soldier, man. He is hanging in there, bro.
Love JR. Wish him nothing but the best, the greatest of all time.
Yes, 100%.
Sidro, the $5 super chat. Why is TK so bad at hide and seek? Because he always announces a huge announcement before he hides. Yes, Sidro. P.S. Releasing my first synthwave album in a month. Look at this fucking guy. Well, you link us to when that is, brother, and we'll play some tracks on the stream.
100%.
Captain Solo with 30 minutes into AEW Dynamite, and it put me directly to sleep. I wake up as you guys are reading super chats. AEW is god awful. It was not a good night, Solo. It was not a good night. It was definitely one of those nights, man. All right, Jesse, that's all we got. Anything before we get out of here you want to tell these fine people?
No, man. Let's go enjoy our pro wrestling, man. And if you hate Tony Schiavone, then I understand. I'm sorry. If you let one of the commentators like ruin your whole experience, it'd be okay.
David Rice comes in with a late minute $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. Oh my goodness, look at this. I still say AEW needs to get rid of the Continental and National title and feature a junior heavyweight title. That's where you feature Nick Wayne, Speedball, Darby, Sammy G, Jack. I agree, 100%. Continental, International, National, they're all the same fucking thing. It's fucking stupid.
And stop, get rid of title and just stop right there.
Yeah.
No more titles to replace it. Just no.
And Ken with a $9.99. Could this work? LA Knight defeats Reigns. A heel Oba beats LA Knight. A babyface Braun chases Oba's title. We're turning Oba heel? No.
Oba cannot be heel.
Oba in no way, shape, or form could be heel. No. All right, guys. I will see you back on Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. That's when you'll see me next. I don't know what else is happening this week, man. It's a slow week. But if you want to catch up on all the content, Instagram's got plenty of content. We're uploading like crazy over there. TikTok, the same thing. Go check out TNT with me and the Solid Monster. I was live for Raw. Go check that out. I'm live with Coach on Tuesday mornings. Go check out yesterday's show. Great show. And again, we'll be live for Friday Night SmackDown. We got part 2, hopefully, of KO and CM Punk before we get to that big title match in Toronto for the WWE Championship. And until Friday, guys, we'll see you right back here with more on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.